I came across a Japanese video showing how to set up dynamics, and it took a little while to decipher what was going on, and it's probably a little bit more complicated than I needed. So there was wind forces and fall-offs, and this video basically is just going to show you a quick way of getting up and running real quick. So I'm going to go to the Create tab, hold down Shift and click on the plane. Okay, so we're just going to do a 1 meter squared plane. So this I'm going to rename as a static. So we're going to set this up as a static rigid body. And then I'm going to duplicate that. You'll have to excuse me, I'm not used to working on a Mac. So I might be a bit hitting Command instead of Alt and so on. So you have to bear with me, I'm afraid. So I set this up as dynamic. Okay. So we've named these properly, or makes it easier to select in the future. So this time on my dynamic plane, I just want to add some volume to it. So I'm going to thicken it. And I'm going to thicken it upwards because we want it to remain above the static plane, because the static plane is going to stop it falling through the floor, basically. There we have it. So plane. And if we go to our scene tab, I'm working in alternate layouts because it's actually quite a bit easier to navigate around. Like dynamics, for example, set static, so the plane static to static. Right, now the plane dynamic, we just need to fracture it. So I'm just going to go for a very simple, let's go cluster. Let's break this into a cluster. So it'll take a little while, not too bad. Okay, let's just go into polygon mode so we can see the fractures. You can set the preferences up so you can see wireframe in item view. Obviously I haven't on the Mac. Anyway, so double click plane shards, so that selects everything in that group. Select a compound rigid body. Done. When I press play, there you see a little bit of movement. And it'll come around again in a minute. There we go. Which is fine from a distance, and that's all I'm bothered about at the moment. So Shift A or Shift A on that selection. Hello. Okay, let's just zoom in. Right, that's fine. I'm going to go back to my model tab, create, and I'm just going to throw a cylinder into the scene. And going into polygon mode, I'm going to resize this, because obviously I don't want it too big to break through the shatter. Okay, go back to item mode, just move it off screen, and this time I'm going to set that up as a kinematic rigid body. So now that will affect everything when you throw it into the compound rigid body setup. So let's simulate. So real-time simulation going on. Shattering. If you apply a bit of force, it really does go. And it's kind of fun, really, playing around with this. I'm going to move it back out because it's going to reset. Okay, happy with that. What I could have done is set up a path through. I could use the path to break the structure, and then I could use the cylinder and constrain it to the path and play from 0 to 100% of that path range, and it would have already done the animation for me. But maybe that's another video. But for now, I'm just going to go to my mesh information, and I always get confused with this. So that the blue is Z. I'm just going to key that quickly, and then to 120 through the other side. Hit simulate. So now the simulation's going, and there we go. So now press play. Pretty cool, I like it. I've been having a lot of fun with this last few days. Stop play. What I'm going to do now at 60, just throw it off the x-axis. Let's go this way. It might not be working because I think the geometry cache might be affecting that. and I'm just going to throw this back a minute. Okay, let's simulate that again, and then that's it for this video, I think, hopefully. It's not quite worked. I think the cache is a bit of a problem sometimes, and I don't know if you can clear it. It's just... oh, it's not. Okay. Never mind. Anyway, you get the idea. Just go and have some fun. Thank you. Bye.